What exactly is your goal? If it were up to you, would you actually...
Master. Please, Master. Perhaps at another time.
Huh?
The King of Wei has appointed Pang Juan as a special envoy and plans to divide Qin with the 6 states.
He's out of his mind. We've just established the Union. And he's already conspiring to divide Qin? How will I face this world going forward, then? How in heaven's name will the Great Wei ever stand with such tainted dishonor to it?
Most importantly, the Wei are out to brutally destroy Qin. Any chance of expansion will be lost if this destruction happens.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty, the 6 elders are requesting to meet you.
Well, what for?
I've asked 3 times, but they wouldn't answer.
Notify Councillor Ganlong. Have Gongsun Gu come to the hall.
Yes, sir.
All of you here are leaders of the ancient nobilities. The Mongs, the Shichis, the Bais, the Zijus. 6 families are here, from the Yus and the Chuhuas. Is everyone accounted for?
Your Majesty, 26 families aren't here.
There are 32 families that belong to Qin. Only 6 of them here received land in the east.
Excuse me. Has age rotted away your memory? May I remind you, through the years, those lands were inherited by our descendant families. More were given and transferred to others, or separated between families, and so on after time. Even I couldn't tell you how many families own each land. If we add in the Yimangs, there may be 9 more unaccounted.
There's no need for this. It's actually 13 families, passed on by 41 families, a total of 54 families.
Those who receive lands in Qin, there are 24 families in total.
Well then, gentlemen, what exactly do you propose?
We ask His Majesty to revoke the Treaty of Annexation. We'd rather fight with our lives than give up our ancestral lands.
We of the Shichis concur, especially since this annexation was done without our knowledge.
We, the nobilities, plead with your Majesty, please revoke the treaty and declare war on the Wei.
Gentlemen, please. Despite your lands in the east of Qin, the Wei have been at odds with Qin for a long time. How many of you have even paid taxes to the state? With crisis upon our state, the annexation in return of peace was inevitable. You all come from honorable families. Why do you make things difficult for your emperor? If Qin is lost, those lands would be worthless.
This is a big mistake. Annexing our lands is to betray our ancestors. Back then, when the king of Zhou gave Guangzhong to the people of Qin, it was occupied by the Rong tribes and the Di tribes. Did the Qin give them away so easily? Of course not. It was the people of Qin, led by our ancestors, who fought for the lands, square by square with their blood. Conceding with Wei is stupid. You surrender our rightful lands at the first sign of danger? Have you gone insane?
Cha, you don't even have lands in the east. What right do you have to be this defiant?
That's right. People
that's
like
right.
you have lands in West Qin.
Exactly.
Yet you allow the annexation of East Qin.
Best to
How
not
is that
overstep
fair?
yourself, Counselor.
The Counselor has 100 miles of land in the south. Isn't he part of the old families?
Hey, Yanlong! Sell the state if you want. We Gans refuse to be part of this idiocy.
We can't just give up our
I
lands
don't
like
see
this.
how any of this is fair at all.
Where do you get the nerve
What
to
are you
speak with
speaking
such
about?
insult? You can't be serious about it.
What is this?
Enough of this!
Your Majesty, rest assured I'll gladly surrender my land in East Qin.
All right then. This treaty is settled. Unless we want war, I suggest we all agree.
Yes, I understand. We each have our reasons. Though the councilor volunteered to give up his family's land simply out of patriotism. Keep in mind the Chief of Staff honored his duties by protecting the treaty out of patriotism. The leaders here of the old families would rather die fighting than live to see their land surrendered. That too is also patriotic. However, if the people of Qin resort to senseless infighting and territorial disputes, then Qin is all but doomed. Doomed to be destroyed. The Qin Empire would crumble in ruins. Despite the dispute tonight, I still personally believe that every single person here is still the backbone of the Qin Empire. That you would still unite with one heart and support the Qin state, an empire that might soon collapse.
Quite inspiring, Your Majesty, but that's still not the point.
Yes, that's right. What about our lands now?
Our state is in crisis. Such insubordinate behavior from you fools is no different from a coup.
Please make your point without being disrespectful.
Disrespectful? You're the one to talk.
What? What do you mean? How dare you make such an assumption? I've had enough of this.
What is that? So you insist on saving your lands. Well then, in order to revoke the treaty, that will require a few days, quite possibly even more. So here's what I propose. In order to get this done, I will need 1 month.
We're sorry, Your Majesty, but 10 days are all we can give. Excuse us.
Yes, excuse us.
Come.
Let's go.
Goodness, Your Majesty, what now? This is going to be the end of our beloved kingdom.
Dare I ask, Your Majesty, is the plan to divide the Qin kingdom finally established with Pang Zhen?
I believe it's underway. Preparations have begun.
You mustn't do this, my lord.
And why do you feel so strongly about this? Are you second-guessing your king now?
Let me explain once more, so you will see the reason why. The initial strategy I proposed to you before was for the long term, not for immediacy. Even in times of great conflict, principles must still be honored. Of course, one such principle is trust. Qin annexed their lands for peace at the time of great crisis. If the Wei state doesn't agree, then that is fine. They would invade Qin instead. But once an agreement is reached, it's now a treaty between two states and you mustn't betray it. So then, unless the Qin violate the treaty themselves and declare war again, Wei cannot allow itself to invade Qin. Today, if the ink on the treaty hasn't even dried, and you decide to order Pang Zhen and your army to divide Qin among the 6 states, I am telling you right now, my lord, it would be a mistake that could end the empire. A cruel plot like this violates diplomatic principles. All it does is lead to more bloodshed.
Oh, stop it! You worry too much. I only have one wish, you know. The Wei and Qin have always been adversaries. There's no such thing as trust between us. If you want, let's talk trust after the war, maybe after the division.
My king! Your Majesty! Please wait! I beg of you! You mustn't let Wei go down this dark path!
Though I do understand this refusal, please reconsider. The fate of our kingdom is at stake. This is the only way to prevent bloodshed. With you all of the Ying maternal lineage are free to speak openly if there are any more doubts.
The way I see it, brother, these sheep are out to overthrow you. If you ask me, I'd say, let's kill them already.
Ying Tian, that's enough from you. This is a matter of crisis that we all should be very mindful of. For one mistake may well lead to the demise of our people. 400 years of establishment from our ancestors would be destroyed by our generation. Our brothers, our sisters, even our children. Their entire future depends on our cooperation. This bickering is pointless, and I demand all of you to stop it. Please don't let your pride cloud your judgment. Now listen to your king with an open heart and mind. Because we are wasting time and the way draw near. So please, don't waste our chance for survival.
All right then. Show them the map. Those of you might have forgotten, but in ancestral times, we were blessed with the ancient land of Qin by Emperor Shun, for having resolved the Great Flood with the Dayu. Since then, the Qin name was established. The people of Qin incorporated over 30 families, with the Yings as our chief central family. After that, due to our help in defending the Zhou dynasty, Qin then became an official state. After that, all of the descendants of the Yings went one to receive their lands. Now then, here's the chart of lands. The lands owned by these descendants have taken over half of Qin. They're all in the old Qin base, to the west of Dongyang. My plan now is in 3 words. Replace these lands. That is to say, replace the lands of the Ying lords to the east from where they will then be annexed. Then we replace the lands that are set to the west of Qin River.
Should we also replace the lands that fall under your rule?
But that land's base of taxation can't be replaced.
That's right.
This plan is never going
Shouldn't
to
have
work.
been given up
If
to
everyone is unwilling to exchange, I shall take the lands as replacement.
No, that isn't right.
No sense in letting it go so easily. That's your madness.
Our land.
That seems to me a very fair arrangement.
We can handle losing the land, but this humiliation is unacceptable.
Kill them.
Cowards and the insolent. Kill them already.
Rather separate from you.
Let's kill them already! The Ying family will carry on! That's right, kill those greedy pigs and start our own kingdom!
That's ridiculous. You're all insane.
Ying Qian, there are laws for the state and the family. I was chosen as Chancellor by our late king and Minister of Royal Affairs. Now I hereby exert my role. Hey, Bo,
Yes,
please bring out the arrow cart.
of course. The Chancellor has ordered the arrow cart to be brought out. Ordered by the king!
Henceforth, as discussed with the Yings, that the inherited lands shall be replaced from here on out by the old families. Those who have lands within the annexed areas, your leaders must confer with the palace and choose their lands in the west of Qin. The rest of you shall stay in front of the palace until your leaders have made their final decision. Thus ends the order. To all of the leaders, I ask you all to come follow me.
Well, I sure hope so.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay then. Hey,
All right,
watch it.
everyone inside.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Wait for them now.
Then we'll wait.
Pick carefully. No need to rush.
Dare I ask, my king, did the Ying lords agree on this?
See for yourself.
The Minister of Royal Affairs? Isn't this the Empress writing? The Ying lords have had a meeting and decided to replace the East Qin lands of the old families. The lands of Qin in the west of Guangzhong are to be selected by the East Qin lords. Once selected, it'll be transferred in 10 days. Those who are unwilling to comply will be executed for treason.
If you're still unsatisfied, I could go ahead and exchange with the land of the kings. 1 mile for 2. All regions can be picked.
But Your Majesty, your sheer generosity knows no bounds.
The state is in crisis. It requires the old Qin people to be united. There must be no conflict for the sake of Qin. At this crucial time, we can't make a mistake.
Even in great crisis, the Qin kingdom stands strong.
My lord, you have a letter from Annie.
You are a balance of justice and generosity. Such qualities I could never repay. Which is why I must warn you. The 6 states are plotting to divide Qin. It is out of my hands. I pray that you survive, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty?
Hebo,
Yes,
call the counselor and the left chief. Quickly!
right away.
There are 2 steps to divide Qin Kingdom. Today I'll talk about the strategy, tomorrow the division. If any of you have questions regarding the strategies proposed by General Pang Jun, please don't hesitate to say it.
What an excellent plan, General Pang. Don't you agree?
That's right. A plan most excellent indeed.
General, you only need to send enough soldiers.
I thought that you can't use brute force to divide the Qin. That 2 methods must be done simultaneously in order to achieve efficiency. And those two methods being the yin as well as the yang. The yang being the 6 states sending in their 50,000 to face the Qin army head-on in Guangzhong with our army of 300,000. As for the yin method, we send over scouts to incite a coup inside the Rongdi of Western Qin. That should set fire in their backyard. This way, with the yin and yang together, even if Qin's capable of changing their course, they'll collapse without even a fight.
Brilliant, brilliant, sheer brilliance.
Sounds intriguing.
My king, and my lords, to conquer the Qin, our approach is key. The tricks are secondary. To divide up the Qin with the 6 states, I recommend that our initial attack is to pressure Qin with an overwhelming army. What Lord Zhao has proposed was merely a trick. Despite being a brilliant plan, we must never lower our guards.
How perceptive of you, General. Well, the Zhao Empire is quite good at this. And I must say, of course, wasting time is not our style.
Hey, what are you getting at, Lord Chow? Are you that confident in carrying out the yin method?
Oh? Well, I can assure you without question, with the yin method, it'll be such an easy victory.
Count on us to join you. If it's tricks you want, the Yan army's got those in spades.
What about us?
Now calm down. You and your army are still vital in this strategy. I'm quite sure that there'll be plenty of Qin to go around, right? To keep things fun.
All right, here's to that.
Good. Chow and Yan will take Qin by the rear. Lord Chow will lead that attack. The army of 4 states will lead in the front. Of course, General Pang Zhuan will command that assault.
To the victor, go the spoils.
All right. Our strategy's now set. Tomorrow we'll discuss the division and an agreement will be reached.
Mark upon the land, sign upon the pact.
Mark upon the land, sign upon the pact.
Mark upon the land, sign upon the pact.
Mark upon the land. Sign upon the pact.
Good. Well then, a toast to this union.
Cheers to this union.
The 5 kings enter the palace and mark their own share of lands.
Do you have anything to tell us?
General.
What is it? Okay. I, the General, modeled the land of Qin on this map. Despite its size, it's still an accurate representation. Everyone here shall take your own share of land and then discuss together.
Here lies the land of Qin. To the victor go the spoils.
Shang Yu and Wu Pass will belong to the Great Shu.
All right now. The Shao Mountains and Guangzhong will belong to the Great Han.
Longxi and the northern regions will soon belong to Zhao.
Xian He Tao will belong to Yan.
Qi and Qin are too far apart. Now this won't do at all. However, if I eliminate the other states, you're all gonna have to step aside.
Oh.
It's only fair.
well.
Count on
All
us.
right then. So the state of Qi agrees on this division?
Oh, yes.
Agreed on all fronts.
We do. Agreed.
Yes.
To divide Qin like this, the hosting state will end up with nothing at all.
But the state of Wei already took a big share. And now? You're demanding for more?
Besides, the King of Wei promised us these shares.
That's
right. That's right.
That's right.
The King of
We can't
Wei.
just listen to the king.
Has to be winners and losers.
Here, you know?
So what you're all saying is that now my role as leader is a joke?
Hang Jian. The Wei Empire previously said the division of Qin should be equal. Dare I ask, where's the equality?
Tell
Right?
us.
Where's the equality?
You better not push yourself, General.
Equality? If this is how you treat your leader, then there's no need for an equal vision.
What do you mean?
What do
You
you
crossed the line!
Make way for the King of Wei! O great King, long may he reign! 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 O great
Now you listen here. You promised us equal shares.
Yes, that is right. You must honor your promises.
I agree.
So it sounds like you gentlemen still recognize me as your leader.
Only if you're fair. Otherwise, just forget it.
Precisely.
Nevertheless, the kings of Qi and Chu should be co-leaders here.
Exactly. Yes, that's more like it.
It should be a union of 6.
A union of 6, I say.
should all be fair.
That evens us out.
Gentlemen, please, now. There's no need to chase after a title. The Chu and Qi, despite having a king, if you can bring out an army of 400,000, I'll grant you the honor of leader. Otherwise, you're all just bark, but surely no bite.
What does he say?
As for this so-called equality and equal sharing of the Qin kingdom and its lands, huh? Now that's a laugh.
That is very interesting.
You were all invited to the Six States Union to discuss the Qin division. This was simply an opportunity I wanted to offer you all. But in all honesty, the Wei Empire is more than capable in handling the Qin. As such, Wei gets the share of Qin first as a result of our sheer dominance. If my leftovers to you are not to your liking, this union can be dismissed. But when the Wei Empire eradicates Qin in the future, any one of you insects tries to sabotage us behind our backs shall be dealt accordingly and terminated with extreme prejudice. I take it you all agree then.
We have no
All right then. The pact for Qin's division is now decided. To the victorious 7 lords go the spoils of Qin!
To the victorious 7 lords go the spoils of Qin!
Your Majesty, Jing Zhen's here.
Your Majesty, the 6 states, they're out to divide Qin.
Do you know what their plan is?
An attack from both sides. The Yan and Chao are planning a coup within Rongdi to turn them against us and cut off our exit. Pang Zhen's leading up to 4 State. He plans to attack in Guangzhou.
Have you informed Gongshu Chuo?
But Gongshu Chuo is still ill.
What did he say?
That he couldn't stop Pang Zhen, and that the King of Wei ignored his pleas. Now the 6 states are on their way here, as a means to divide and conquer. He also said that the strong survive, and there's nothing more he can do.
I should have known all along. They took our land. Now they want to eradicate us all. They've gone too far. Too far!
Your Majesty, from my observation, the King of Wei's gone insane.
No. All this time, the King of Wei has been out to destroy Qin. But I, Ying Chuliang, will make sure that hog meets his gruesome end by my blade. Hey, Bo.
Yes.
Tomorrow morning, there will be an emergency meeting.
Of course.
Greetings, Your Majesty!
Please be seated, gentlemen. Let this meeting commence.
I'm sure you're well aware of what the 6 states seek to do. So without hesitation, let me know your thoughts.
The affair of annexation hasn't even settled. But now the 6 states aim to conquer us. Truly, it became trouble amongst troubles. Without a doubt, Qin has come to a great crisis. Still, we mustn't act so impulsively. In my humble opinion, the news of the incoming division should not be publicized, so that we don't cause any harm to the people's confidence again. And of course, a countermeasure must be discussed carefully.
So what you're saying, Counselor, is plan carefully before waging a war.
What's this of confidence? It's just old families quarreling over lands. What about the replacements? It's hard to believe that at a time of crisis, the old families will just sell affairs. We're Qin warriors, I say. We fear no war.
Tian, how dare you disagree with the councilor's idea?
Duji, in the palace meeting, everyone has different opinions. How can there be no opposition to my ideas?
Your ideas may be adequate. Unfortunately, it's difficult to accomplish. Qin and Wei have been at war for years. The border residents have nowhere to go. They're Qin's people today, next they're Wei's. If anything, news travels both ways. With the refugees, business travelers, relatives, state's messengers, whichever side the people choose, it's inevitable. They'll bring the news of war into Qin, that's for certain. If we don't publicize the news, once the people have found out, all of us will look suspicious. You have to see that. Please reconsider this, my king.
He's right. We can't keep this news a secret.
Well, I can see your point. I suppose it makes sense.
That being said, it's still up to His Majesty.
Yes, Jingjan's right. It's impossible to block the news. Rather, it's better to officially notify the public. That could also provoke morale from the people.
We, the ministers, agree!
So as your king, there's still something that I must confess. This annexation was my idea alone. It had nothing to do with everyone here. As such, this revelation of mine must be duly noted on record. Despite the fact that it may draw opposition from thousands, I, your king, will take full responsibility. If this time the capital is invaded and the state goes to ruins, regardless of how I may die, I'm willing to carry on this burden with all of you here as my witnesses.
That's right, I agree. Oh. Hello there.
All right, bring that in over there.
Hi, welcome.
One by one now.
Hey, Bo.
So then, how's it coming along? Chief Ying, the news got out fast indeed. The Hmong, Shu, and Bai families contributed over 300 gold each.
Oh. Well, here's my 300. Expect 300 more when I get back to you later.
But Chief Ying, what about your family? You ought to reconsider.
Well, you see, we all agreed to it. It's for the good of our kingdom, after all. We must all do our part now.
Of course, yes, of course. By the way, care to come inside?
Not this time. I'm needed elsewhere. One more thing.
Chief Ying, that's a divine moon sword. It's extremely precious. What? Chief,
hand it over.
Chief Ying.
Make way for the Empress and the Princess! Mother? Mother, why are you here?
It is my state duty, the same as what you're doing.
Brother, don't be such a drag.
Oh, right this way then.
Welcome, Your Majesty.
Hey, Bo. I see you're quite busy at the moment.
Yes, indeed. Right this way then.
So it seems our people have contributed quite generously. The state thanks all of you. And on behalf of Qiliang, may the heavens bless you 1,000 times over.
We the people of Qin accept His heavenly blessing.
You may all rise.
As sure as the sun.
Ying Yu, open the jade box.
It's beautiful.
Hey, Bo. This piece of blue and red jade is quite a precious item. I'd like you to keep it.
Your Highness, this is supposed to bring blessings to the palace.
Blessings, you say? It's been over decades, and what has it done? Wake up. Open your eyes to the truth. One can't sleep on grass, not even on bricks, not even on the rocks. Without a nation, without a home, all the world's treasures are worthless.
Mother, brother gave up his divine moon sword.
Wait.
You truly are a beacon to our people. Let me speak with him.
Farewell, Your Highness!
Farewell, Your Highness!
Hey, Bo.
Huh? Princess? Why are you still here?
Hey, Bo. Do you still remember this dress?
Yes, I do.
My 15th birthday gift from Ada.
Oh, that's right.
I saw the embroidery on this dress, and as I read it, it made me realize this is a Zhao Dynasty treasure. Even wealthy merchants and nobilities could only dream of owning one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bo. This will be my donation. I believe if Father were here, he would approve of it as well.
悬崖不勒马的狮王，悬崖不勒马的狮。